Hey guys, how's it going? Jared here, Dex and Dice LLC, Ramblings of an LGS owner. I'm gonna try to make this quick. I have a sinus infection. Go me. I don't know what the hell is going on, honestly. Um, Seems I can't go like 3 or 4 months without something being wrong. So, woohoo! The over 40 crowd probably knows what I'm talking about. So, anyways, quick video because I don't really feel like talking either. But let's just touch on really three things that I think are kind of somewhat flying under the radar, but not really, especially the last one. The first two would be that Wizards is finally getting rid of like art cards and the ad cards or whatever in play booster packs. Now, they said that started, at least with the ad cards, that started with Aether Drift. But I could have swore that I had seen ad cards in Aether Drift and Tarkir, so, it is what it is there. Art cards, though. I did notice they were getting few and far between, and now that since they're going to axe them from play boosters and only have art cards in collector boosters, I'm wondering if we're going to see like a art card 2.0 or something, as far as maybe like alternate art cards, or maybe some legitimately like signed art cards, some kind of like serialized, it's actually signed by the artist, one of 20 or something like that. That would be really cool. I always enjoyed the art cards. I think they were kind of like thought they were a cool little gimmick, to be honest. But, so you're supposedly not going to see any more ad cards in the play boosters, and you're not going to see any more art cards in the play boosters. Art cards are going to be for the collector boosters only. So we'll see what happens with that. I didn't see anything about them explaining more in depth on what they're going to do with the art cards, but I'm hoping they do something cool with it. Because like I said, it was one of the cool little gimmicks I thought was kind of nice. I've got like boxes, used to have, I might still have, boxes of art cards just shoved away somewhere just because I liked them. Even used some to like frame some of my peg wall out in the shop area. So yeah. Anyways, so let's move on to Edge of Eternities, and again, guys, I apologize about the sinus infection. Probably maybe shouldn't have done the video sounding as horrible as I am, but this is day 3 of it, and sinus infection going to sinus infection. So anyways, Edge of Eternities, Shocklands, they're getting reprinted. You're going to get Breeding Pool, Godless Shrine, Sacred Foundry, Stomping Ground, and Watery Grave. So yay, they didn't just get reprinted, like 4 sets ago. I really don't like this. I like it from player standpoint. Okay, yay, you get another reprint of good cards that are going to be maybe cheap-ish to pick up, but I also don't want them to print these things into the effing ground to where they are completely useless, cheap, whatever you want to call it. Like, I don't want my breeding pools to be $3 a piece, regardless of what set they come from. It's almost as bad as fetch lands, man. Some things you don't need to reprint every third set. So we'll see how that goes. Lord knows they're probably going to do like 12 different variations of each of them, so you can go for the $5 one or the $500 one, depending on which one you want. But not a fan of it. I don't want Magic to take the route that Yu-Gi-Oh takes. And yes, I'm taking a jab at you, Yu-Gi-Oh, because it seems that almost every set in the past year or two, barring like Stampede, Quarter Century Bonanza, Rarity 2, like I guess the premium sets for Yu-Gi-Oh, barring most of those, pretty much 98% of every standard set that has released for Yu-Gi-Oh has just been straight dick in the dirt. Like, goes from, like, we usually sell our boxes for $74.99, $79.99, somewhere around there, depending on what set it is. And then, like, on release, you see TCG player with $54.99, $59.99. It's like, dude, how? No, like, just no. I don't get it. I get it. Konami reprints everything into the effing ground, so there's no real value in the sets, barring like 2 or 3 cards. They reprint the crap out of everything, which is okay for a player, I guess. But as I've said in many other videos, y'all have to be careful with that shit. Game Piece Army, you have to be fucking careful with that shit. Because you're going to get your game pieces, and your price memory from like 8 years ago is going to be like, hey, this was a $20 card. But it's been reprinted 45 times. And then when you, I don't know, find yourself in a rough patch or whatever, or you want to trade stuff in for store credit, sell stuff to a shop or whatever, you're gonna feel it at some point of, oh shit, maybe everything's an affordable game piece really shouldn't have been the way to go when you need the extra, I don't know, $200 to help pay a power bill or pay your car note or get groceries or any unexpected expense, insert here, It's a delicate balance, and I know everyone wants everything to be cheap and accessible. I get it. Players want that stuff. Rightfully so, you should have some kind of cheap alternatives, which I guess is why Yu-Gi-Oh has 13 different rares for everything. But I still stand by, watch your ass, Game Piece Army. You don't want your pretty shiny cardboard to be worth 25 cents a piece. You really don't. And I'm not even saying that from just a purely like business standpoint. I'm looking at you guys for when you want to come in and trade stuff in for cash or whatever to, like I said, insert unexpected expense here, or I don't know, trade in for store credit to get a box of something else or whatever. But I'm just hoping that Wizards reprinting the Shocklands so soon, in succession, I think that's the right word, succession, whatever. I'm Southern, I'm dumb, don't worry about it. I'm hoping it doesn't just, like I said, dick in the dirt with everything there, because that's something that Wizards needs to kind of keep an eyeball on, and I know they do. They keep a nice big Sauron's eye on the secondary market, so I don't think they're going to be anywhere near as offensive with it as Konami is as far as reprints go, but they are seriously teetering on the edge of doing that by reprinting the Shocklands and the Fetches as often as they have in the last, year and a half. So yeah. Anyways, would like to say thank you a crap ton for getting us over that 1K follower mark. That's phenomenal. Thank you guys. Greatly appreciate it. Still not monetized yet. We've got one chunk there, which is the 1,000 subs are over. Still need to get the 4,000 hours of watch time in. So that's going to be something to really work on, because I don't have any editing tricks or any weird little cheeseburgers for your brain to keep shit, super exciting or whatever, the way we've all been conditioned to watch things. So 4,000 watch hours might be a little rough, but we'll see what we can do. We'll just keep plugging along. Anyways, guys, just keep supporting the channel. Drop a like, comment, sub, all that good stuff. Share it around, show it to your buddies. Be like, hey, this guy's kind of an asshole, but he makes decent points. And just help us out that way. Again, there's a Patreon you can sign up for. It links in the description. But yeah, past that, I'm going to take my my sinus infection self out of here. I'm bust open some more boxes, I think, for some singles for like universes or something, just to get that out of the shop. And yes, Callie, I'm going to spray the disinfectant spray all over this mofo before you come in. Don't worry. Yeah. And as I like to say, life is not a dick. You don't have to take it so hard. But sometimes the dick wins, i.e. the sinus infection here. And you're a trash can, not a trash can't. You guys have a good one, and I'll talk to you again within the next week or two, hopefully sinus infection free. But yeah, don't forget, like, sub, share, all that good stuff. Also, let me know what the hell you guys want me to talk about, because otherwise I'm just kind of like grasping at straws and looking at random stuff that might come across my desk. By all means, ask questions in the comments, get engaged, let me know what you want to talk about or anything. Really helps, really does. But you guys have a good one, and I'll talk to you later.